Okay. So, today we're gonna vote in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I'm just gonna move up from this stuff. I was gonna be reacting to the nominees on a camera, but too curious and looked earlier. This video was supposed to come out like 2 days ago, but I kept forgetting to do it, so we're just doing it now. But either way, so we're just gonna vote and stuff. So first off, best voiced artist performance, English. Well, I don't watch English dub, so we're gonna skip to the next category. Best voiced artist performance, Japanese. This is one I can say. So, I don't really know. Okay, I know Yuki Kaiji's Aaron. I think this is Jolene. This is Jolene? Okay, it is. Yeah, it's Jolene. Okay, so I'll say this. I watched JoJo's recently. I'll say this about JoJo's. Part 4 and 5 were both good. Part 1, 2, and 3 were good enough. Part 6 is definitely the worst part so far. I know most people would say part 1 is. Part 6 was definitely the worst. But I could maybe see the argument for part 3, because part 3 just has literally half of part 3 you can skip and you would not miss anything. But part 6 is so boring. The characters all suck. There's some horrible CGI throughout the entire thing. Probably, I don't know. It's between these two. I tried to finish part 6, I was saying, but I dropped it after like 5 episodes. I just hated all the characters. Jotaro sucks in part 6. I just couldn't get into it. Part 5 and part 4 are awesome. I don't hate JoJo's. I just really hate part 6. And I'm gonna watch it eventually. I've been saying I'm gonna watch part 6 since like July, but I just haven't. And now I'm watching other stuff. Oh yeah, also I had to mention this. Here's my opinion on them not doing fall 2022 stuff. So I'm not necessarily mad at them not doing fall 2022 anime in this, because with how recency biased people are, and freaking people who vote for these awards in anime, Chainsaw Man would have probably won everything it got nominated in. Yes, that's how freaking biased anime fans are. Like, the big thing is, this was in the Funimation Awards of the Decade. This happened a couple years ago. Probably no one remembers it. But for Best Shonen Series, because Season 4 had just aired My Hero Season 4 had just aired, and it, because Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 and Hunter x Hunter stopped a while ago. This is, like, right when the the Funimation Anime of the Decade Awards, My Hero ended up winning Best Shonen of the entire decade. Which is funny, because no one cares about My Hero at all anymore. Although I kind of agree with them. After Overhaul died, it has not been that interesting, and I got bored of Season 6 very quickly. But either way, we're just going to vote this guy. Because I actually saw... The only problem is Hold on. I got to go cut this out, because I am not going to leak my email. Okay, so I'm back. I just had to log in again, because of my email. I'm not going to show that on video. I'm not that dumb. Best romance. I didn't watch any of these. From what I've heard, Kaguya was the best, but I've been watching these. But all I've heard from some of my friends, Kaguya is good, but I don't really like rom-coms, so I haven't watched it. But let's just move on to the next one, which is Best Fantasy. This is one. Now, while I am a pretty big Demon Slayer fan, I think it's a bit ridiculous Demon Slayer got nominated for this. So I don't know. I don't get. So I feel like Demon Slayer getting nominated for Best Fantasy was just people trying to get popular anime in this category. I have not watched any of these. Heard Mushoku Tensei is cool. Haven't seen it though. I've heard Made in Abyss is good. Didn't care about it. Didn't see it. So I mean, it's technically correct for me to vote Demon Slayer because it's the only one I've seen. But it also kind of feels wrong that I'm just voting Demon Slayer to win a category that it probably shouldn't have won. I mean, it might be the best show here, but I think you're nominating Demon Slayer for too many awards, but whatever. We're going to vote. Next category. This is going to move me down. Okay, I'm moving up from top to bottom because I don't want to start with Anime of the Year. Best Drama. Okay. Attack on Titan getting nominated for Best Drama is a little less ridiculous than Demon Slayer. So, and I didn't watch any of the other ones. I feel like this is making me look dumb that I have not seen a lot of these. But I just don't watch as much like new anime. That's not true. I watch a lot of new ones, but I've also more recently I've watched more late like 2000 stuff like Death Note, Code Geass, and like Monster. Well, I haven't watched Monster yet, but I'm about to. That's probably the next one I'm gonna watch after I finish Vinland Saga. So I'm just gonna vote Attack on Titan here because I don't think any of these ones are better. Except for I know Cyberpunk Edge Runners is probably pretty good. I know because I didn't watch it because I didn't feel like it. But my brother's, I mean not my brother, my friend's brother says like Cyberpunk Edge Runners is the top 3 is like a top 5 anime of all time. But then again, he's the type of guy who says it's too generic if it's not like the insane. Best comedy, like I said, from what I've heard, Kaguya is the best, but I did not watch any of these. Oh, I didn't know Spy X Families was animated by Wit. Well, now I have a very slight interest in watching it, now knowing that it was animated by Wit. But best action. Alright, how long is this video? I'm recording for 2 minutes, but I was recording because I had to turn off my camera. So it's probably like 6-7 minute mark by now. Best action was definitely Demon Slayer here. Stone Ocean, there's another problem with Stone Ocean. The action just sucked. The CGI, okay, I wouldn't say the action sucked in general, but we've gotten to the point where the stand abilities are just getting too ridiculous for me to pay attention. I know everyone says Part 7 and Part 8 are really good, but from what I've heard, the stand abilities are really stupid, and that's gonna make it a little hard for me to take seriously. It's like, I heard this example once, but it's like, my stand lets me remove my enemy's toenail on a Tuesday, and it's a Tuesday. That's what I don't know if that's an actual stand, but I heard that in a meme once. I don't know if that's an actual stand though. For best action, definitely Demon Slayer though. I don't know. Is that actually a stand in Part 8? I wouldn't know. I'm probably gonna eventually read manga. I decided to start reading manga. I went into Berserk. Turns out I started at chapter 1. That's the beginning of the Golden Age arc, not the beginning of the Black Swordsman arc apparently. So I just skipped the entire first arc of Berserk. But I don't know, dude. I read some of Berserk. I got like maybe like 10 chapters in, and I was just like, this is pretty boring. I didn't get that in, although I will definitely eventually try to get into Berserk. I did not watch any of these, even though I can guarantee Anya's gonna win. But I did not watch any of these. Best supporting character. This is a problem. Fall 2020. If Fall 2022 anime was in here, would have definitely picked Reagan for this. But Tengen, I guess I'll pick him because I did not watch any of these other ones. I know. Here's something I don't understand. I will never understand why people like Rengoku. He's not that interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I like Tengen. I don't like Rengoku. Rengoku's boring. Best main character. I mean, I don't watch any of these, but I can't imagine one of them is better than Eren. I'll just say this. This is just Attack on Titan in general. I recently got one of my friends into Attack on Titan. He doesn't watch anime. That's like, he's going crazy over Attack on Titan right now. When I was rewatching, like, the first couple seasons of them, I realized Season 1, especially Season 1 and maybe a little Season 2, Season 1 and Season 2 aren't that good. It's still like Season 3 Part 1 maybe where Attack on Titan really gets good. Or maybe when a certain twist happens in Season 2. You definitely know what I'm talking about. But yeah, also, in general, I don't know why Return to Shiganshina is considered the best arc. The best arc is either War for Paradis or Marley. But yeah, I don't know. That's another thing. Also, yeah, I was saying, Eren is also very boring before like the last 2 or 3. Before season like 3 Part 2, when he actually gets more depth, he's very boring. But I don't know. I still like Attack on Titan, even though I'm kind of acting like I don't like it. But whatever. All right, best director. How do I measure best director? Because I don't know. I don't really know how to measure best director. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people voting for this guy. Or I don't even know. I might have turned off mouse capture. I'm not sure. Let me go check if I did. Well, whatever. I don't know. My mouse capture might be off, but you can probably see me lighting up the screen. I know a lot of people said Hiroki Imashi or like anything from Cyberpunk Edward genres is good. I don't know. For best director, I'm gonna vote, I guess, Attack on Titan. I don't know. Best director is a harder one to measure. I don't know how to measure best director exactly. Alright, here's another thing. Why can you vote? Why can you vote every day? That's pretty much just encouraging people spamming the freaking popular anime. Because here's something a lot of people don't realize: a lot of people that watch it, that are technically anime fans, they've seen the only ones they've seen are Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, and JJK, and they've maybe seen like One Piece or Naruto. A lot of people who vote in these have only seen those 6 shows, which I seem like the type of person like that, but I've actually seen like 20 probably, which I know is not a lot, but I've seen at least 20, 25 shows. Just most of them were not new. A lot of them are a little older. Best song. Why did they split up best ending and best opening? This is just like a combination of those. I'm gonna vote the Rumbling. I think the Rumbling definitely isn't the best Attack on Titan opening, but it's one of the better ones, in my opinion. Best one is My War, though, definitely. This is an interesting one, because the only one I watched was Jujutsu Kaisen 0, and while I do think Jujutsu Kaisen is very overrated, and I don't think One Piece is overrated, I didn't watch Film Red, because I thought there would be spoilers. Although then again, I don't really care about spoilers, unless it's like unless it's a show that has a lot of twists, is famous for having a lot of twists. I usually don't care about spoilers, and I know One Piece is not famous for having a lot of twists. On One Piece right now, I am at Water 7, which I kind of dropped it then because I thought it was a little boring. But then again, I know everyone thinks Water 7 is the greatest. I'm like in the first 10 episodes of Water 7. Iceberg just got fake out killed by Robin. That's where I'm at. I know everyone says like Water 7 is the best twist ever. Will I watch Water 7 eventually? Will it be like 2 or 3 months before? I mean, it's 43 episodes. I can do that in a month, probably. No, I can do that. Yeah, I can do 43 episodes in a month. I won't say, it's hard for me to exactly measure, but I usually watch 2-3 episodes per day, so that's why I don't finish it a lot. So I'm just going to vote JJK 0, because that was the only one I saw, even though if someone said Film Red was better, I would be inclined to agree with them, because for what I know, I don't know. I'm just going to talk about this. In general, I don't think that new gen anime are super overrated. I'm not going to be like, every new anime is overrated. Jujutsu Kaisen is overrated as crap. Chainsaw Man, I can't say yet, because we only got 12 episodes. Demon Slayer isn't. Demon Slayer is actually really good. Jujutsu Kaisen 0, it's got a boring story. The story isn't that... I'm not Jujutsu Kaisen 0. The movie was actually really good. But the show itself, all the characters are boring. I don't think the story is that interesting. I just don't get it. I mean, you can say the same thing for Demon Slayer. The story isn't that interesting. But Demon Slayer at least has interesting characters. But I don't know. This is my video, so I guess the logic is going to make a lot of sense. Best score, definitely Attack on Titan. I don't really pay attention to score. When I'm paying attention to music, I pay attention to more the opening than the just score. But I know Attack on Titan has a good score, so we're gonna vote Attack on Titan. Also, if we're just talking about stuff, if you want me to make videos about stuff, like with music artists and stuff, I can make a lot of videos about prog bands and stuff. I listen to a lot of prog. So if you want me to do that, you can say that in the comments. I'll go do it. I'll do some video. I can do like ranking albums and stuff. That's gonna take me a lot of time of listening. So, but I can do it if you really want me to. I will do it. I'll do it if I need to. Endings. So this is gonna make some people mad. I will like never skip an opening, but I will never watch an ending. I don't know why. It just to me feels like endings are a waste of time. But openings don't. I don't know why. It's just a thing. I don't know. I think endings aren't that exciting. Endings are just kind of, they're not exciting. Openings are exciting and stuff. Endings aren't. Best opening. I can guarantee they counted fall 2020 and 2022. Chainsaw Man would have won this by far. But my favorite opening this year, even if you count Chainsaw Man, was probably The Rumbling. So I'm gonna vote that. I'll say. Also, here's something that I forgot that people don't realize but as much. But like when Demon Slayer Season 2 is airing, this song, Zenkyo Sanka, was freaking everywhere. That was like, people don't realize it, but that was huge. when it came out. I remember because I don't know. I just remember. I don't know if everyone remembers, but it was. Which feels weird to say something was huge when it came out when it was like 8 months ago, but it was. Rumbling, though, I said was the best. Like I said, still think My War is the best Attack on Titan opening. Then probably Rumbling, but I could also see in the second. My War and Rumbling are my top two, but then third and fourth, I probably go back and forth between Sasageo and the one from Season 3, Part 2. That's name is too long to remember. Red Swan is my least favorite, and then the first two, I don't really, I go back and forth in them. Also, I will never understand how the first Attack on Titan opening is sometimes considered the best. It's definitely not. Best continuing series. Well, the one problem, you're going top to bottom, is the cool thing is you just do anime of the year last. The problem is that, because they made best continuing series and best new series, is I only watched continuing series this year. I didn't watch any new series. Other than Chainsaw Man, I watched. But I didn't watch any of the other ones. So, I can't really vote this. So this is basically just going to do my anime of the year. But Attack on Titan versus Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has some of the best fights I've seen. Although here's just the thing about Demon Slayer. Part of the reason I liked Season 1 a lot when I was first getting into it is Season 1 does not waste your time. It does 2 years of training within 2 episodes. And that looks cool. But Attack on Titan Final Season Part 2, the main complaint with Demon Slayer is usually the story isn't that interesting. But I don't think the story not being interesting super takes away as long as the characters are good. And I like the characters in Demon Slayer, so it works. Also, I will say this. I went from really hating Zenitsu to really liking Zenitsu. Season 2, he's actually kind of interesting. Season 1, he's awful, though. I hate Zenitsu in Season 1. Season 2, I think no, it's more like when he's introduced in Season 1, he's very annoying. But as, like every episode, Zenitsu gets less annoying in general, I'd say. But Attack on Titan, good twist. The only big complaint I have with Attack on Titan is I haven't seen the manga. I know everyone says the ending is horrible, and obviously Mappa's dragging it out a lot. But I can really see, and also that now there's 2 parts of Final Season Part 3. So now Final Season Part 3 is called Attack on Titan: The Final Season Version 1. Is it Final Version Part 1? That's what it is. Attack on Titan: The Final Season Final Version Part 1. Which I know it kind of seems like, because I know there's 9 chapters left of manga, I think, which is, that's 5 episodes each one. So what I really think is going to happen is, Final Season Part 3 is going to be 6 episodes, and then what I actually think is going to happen is Final Season Part 4 is going to be like a movie. That's going to be the last, it'll be the last 3 or 4 episodes, and it'll be a movie. But that seems more realistic to me. But I don't know, maybe they could just make Final Season Part 4, which is basically what it is, 3 or 4 episodes, which would be very weird. But maybe they'll do that, I don't know. But either way, best continuing series. Animation, Demon Slayer is cool, but animation cannot carry something that actually cannot carry by something that actually has an interesting story and well-developed characters. Demon Slayer, I don't say it doesn't have well-developed characters, but I like Attack on Titan more, I'd say. It's more interesting with the story. I don't say I like the characters as much as Demon Slayer, but Attack on Titan I can acknowledge has more well-written characters. Still, I will never understand why everyone loves Levi. I like Levi, but he's not the best character in the show, and he should not be the second most favorited character on all of my anime list. He is, though. I don't even know. Levi to me is like Jotaro, where it's like, he's cool. He's cool. I like him. He's cool and edgy. But that's kind of his only character. He does not develop a lot. Jotaro, he kind of gets development in Part 4. And then I guess he does in Part 6. But Part 6, I just hate everything, so I don't really care he gets development. I don't want to say I hate Part 6. Honestly, Part 6 is okay. I don't hate it, but I just hate how Jotaro freaking went out and stuff like that. So I kind of ignored his character arc, but whatever, I don't know. Basically, I don't know why. I kind of said I was voting Attack on Titan, so we're just going to vote that before I talk about other stuff. What's next? The best new series. Like I said, the only one I watched is Chainsaw Man. That didn't get nominated, so I'm going to assume that Cyberpunk Edge Runners or Spy X Family was the best, but I did not watch either. So I would not know. Best animation. Well, animation, if you're doing Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer definitely outdoes it in animation. Is good. I mean, the only thing that I would say I could see beating Attack on Titan for most of these awards was Mob Psycho 100, which if you ask me, might have actually is arguably overall a better show. Because, like I said, I think Attack on Titan Season 1, Season 2, especially Season 1, is definitely a little weak. I think Attack on Titan is kind of top-heavy when it comes to, like, which seat. If you look at it, which arcs and seasons are the best, it's definitely a little more top-heavy. Mob Psycho, just every arc was good. The only problem, because it would only be Season 3. So I'll say this. I think the Divine Tree arc was better than the last arc for Mob Psycho. I see some people say Mob Psycho has, like, an amazing ending. The ending was good, but it definitely wasn't amazing. People are comparing it to the Code Geass ending, which is crazy. I'll just say this. For Mob Psycho Season 3, I think the Divine Tree arc, the first half, I think the first half was better than the second half. I think the Divine Tree was better than the last arc. And then there's also the Alien arc. That was actually pretty cool. But, I mean, it's definitely the worst arc that season. Best character design, I don't know how to measure it. I guess I'm going to vote Demon Slayer. I don't even know how are you supposed to measure best character design. Whatever, I'm voting Demon Slayer because I'm biased. What's next? Best original anime. Did I watch any? Probably I didn't watch any of these. Yeah, I didn't watch any of these. So, I don't know. Cyberpunk Edgerunners is not an original series? Am I crazy? I thought Cyberpunk Edgerunners was an original series. I guess not. Oh, well, I guess I can't vote. Anime of the Year, I basically went over it when I was talking about Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer for Best Continuing. So I'm just going to vote Attack on Titan. Yeah. That's it for this video. I don't know. If you want to talk more about anime, I will. I can submit an additional vote on Twitter. That's the thing. Like I said, this is why Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer, this is why they are going to win every award. Because they're the most popular. And you let people vote every day, which I'm not going to do that because that's annoying. I'm not going to vote every day. Because basically, well, I will hate on a lot of people who just vote Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. That's pretty much what I do. Although I'll say my votes would have been more varied if they counted fall anime. Because then I would have had to think about it more. Because Mob Psycho would have been there. And like I said, Mob Psycho, I would argue, is better than both Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. And I would honestly say, also, Mob Psycho is better than One Punch Man. I think even if you count manga, even if all of One Punch Man had good animation, I think Mob Psycho would be better either way. One Punch Man Season 3 is going to be animated by Mappa. I might do a review Season 3 of One Punch Man, but I probably need to rewatch the first two, because it's been like 3 years since I've seen Season 2, and probably like 4 or 5 since I've seen Season 1. And I was like 8 or 9 the last time I saw Season 1. I was like 10 when Season 2 came out. Which sounds weird that I was watching anime when I was like pretty young, but yeah, I started watching it when I was like 9. So, I don't know. You can watch it when you're 9, because I was doing it. And, you know, a lot of people watch anime. But either way, that's it for this video. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. These are my votes, even though I feel like I spent more time just talking about the series in general than actually voting for it. But either way, that's this video. Bye.